Hello. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to VR Master League here in Season 2, Week 6. Getting the day, the afternoon, the evening, whatever it is right now. It's going to be kicked off with a few matches in a row here on the stream. Followed by a brief lull, and then another few matches in a row. So we got a lot of matches for you. And I'm hoping to survive it. But for you guys, you enjoy. You enjoy. So on the casting desk, I'm Palidore, doing the camera work as well, and now we're ready to go here, starting a couple minutes early just because all the teammates, all the players were in the match already, and we do have a few matches in a row, so you know, I said, hey, the teammates want to all start a little bit early, go on ahead. You know, they did, so here we go. We got a 1 minute early start, unthinkable. Anyways, over here. It's going to be the first joust of the match, being taken now by Vortex, and going for a shot attempt, but unable to convert on that one. Now, Stranglers, Vortex, this was a hyped-up game. Had, what, 9, 10, something like that, upvotes on the match page. Of course, for those, as the pass goes on, for those who want their matches more likely to be casted, they definitely do matter, believe me, especially for the busy time slots. They're not the be-all, end-all. It doesn't guarantee you, but, I mean, you know, teams who definitely want their stuff streamed more often encourage their teammates and friends and what have you to vote, because there's so many matches on a daily basis. It's hard to maneuver through them all. That said, maneuvering through the tunnel and trying for a shot. Bob Kerman, though, is going to save that out. Not a problem. Just goes right to him and right back again. Through the midline it goes. And bouncing off the wall. And taken back by Luminous. So Luminous going up high, but not able to get the connection on the pass. Vortex here on the offense, but actually losing it out. And it gets slung to the mid lane. So everyone's stopping by here today and for the rest of the day at any point in time. Appreciate you, as always. Good to have you guys here joining. See Steel Skydiver, see Aiden as well, the Law. And right now it's kind of lawless in the midfield, just back and forth, steal for steal, punch for punch. Someone go arrest these players. But in the next development here, I guess the rest of the development, trying for the offense still. 2 minutes in, Vortex not able to get anything going. See Slow in there as well, Swift in the chat. Interlock Studios once more. And now the reception here at the midfield. Bob Kerman with Salvo attached and passing it off to Shane. Also see Sphinx in the chat and how dilly doodly. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm doing very, very well. How dilly do you do, Dilly? Anytime I can read off a fun name, it makes me a little extra happy for the cast. All right, so Super Buddy as well in there, and right now going for a pass, a little bit super strong. I know that's a little bit. What do you call that? Wow, English. Help me, chat. What do you call those? Not a paradox, but well, I failed. I'm quitting after this. Anyway, Salvo with a clear over there. The pass over there to Luminous. Luminous from the Pac-Man tapping off and sending it right through the mid zone. Now, the boost coming through pretty nicely for Blue Team. For Vortex, they're going to hand it off to the shoulder and getting the first two. Throwing it in with some power, in fact, and unfortunately, a powerful crash, it would seem. Nope, never mind. He's in there. Maybe he was just looking at the Oculus. So what might have happened there, I suspect he hit the Oculus button because it looks like he came back at the end there. So I guess pro tip to teams or players who haven't done it before, perhaps, make sure that you do have the hold to activate setting on Oculus Home. Because it looked like he came back in there. He went out, but he came back. And usually you see the arms go all extendo and frozen like that when that's the case. Not positive. Maybe that's not what happened. But he was back so fast, I don't think it was a crash. Oxymoron. There you go. Thank you. Man, I am an oxymoron for not remembering that. Anyway. Interlock Studios. If I could give you bits on our own stream, I would. But yeah, I mean, I'm not positive that's what happened, but just, you know, based on how quick it was on the return, I suspect it was. I think we've all been there, which is why most people at this point use it. I know I've done that a bunch. Heck, I've actually accidentally pressed the Oculus button even when I do have hold to press activated. I've done that once or twice somehow. So it does happen. And Sphinx saying, yeah, unfortunate use of tech timeout if that was the case, since their player was back. So, I don't know, it could have been a totally different case. I mean, I might be completely wrong here. I might be completely wrong. Wouldn't be the first time on stream. Won't be the last time this hour, most likely. But in any case, see Swift saying your mic broke and can't cast. Oh no, you didn't manage to fix it. Do you know what the issue was? Is it like a power thing or? Because it was really random. Swift was casting with me on the European streams a few hours back and was working fine for the first two casts in a row. And then for the third one, all of a sudden, right before we began, just started having some interesting static issues. I don't know what you call it exactly, but really, really unfortunate if he couldn't solve it. Because that puts us a man down on the casting booth and a mic down on Swift's end of things. So hoping that's not too long-lasting of a thing. Howdily doodly saying doesn't notice me since ain't on my main account. Who, me? I noticed you. Or was that earlier? It was probably earlier. But yes, I like the name. I think, and I've said it before, but the key to a good name is most definitely just having two distinctly different words and smashing them together, kind of like Damp Potato over there on Stranglers. See, that's a good name. Either that or just throwing in tongue twisters. What was the name of yesterday? Not Ooga Booga on the Great Apes, but the other one. Can't remember it now. Someone clipped it. Put me quite in the tongue-tied situation for a while. But now I can't remember what the name was. Thanks asking if I can hear what the comms are. I could. I mean, I didn't just then, but I could now. The players did ping me, like Bob Kerbin pinged me in the chat, Twitch chat there, letting me know it was a timeout taken. And some more comms coming through, so let me address that real quick. All right, anyway. Yes. What was it? Glob glogabagalag blob. Something like that. Globits. Someone go find it so I can work on it while we're in waiting mode here. Glob glog But it's just that missing vowel, I'm telling you. There should be something between the B and the G. It's not right. I guess if you say the second, so glob, glogob, glob, glogob, golob, glob, glogob. You know what? I'm not in the mood to be tilted for 2 streams in a row. Forget it. Forget it. Glob, glow, gob, golob. Glob, glow, gobolob. No, stop it. Never mind. Don't tease me anymore with it. I don't want to see that name ever again. Just kidding. I think they play tonight. I'm not sure if I'll be able to cast them tonight, granted, but they do play tonight. Saw it on the schedule. Man, that's more challenging than Rap God. What is with this? Swift saying yes. This is the new 150% Rap God. Absolutely. This is, man. Somebody go call Eminem, see if he can do it. Bet you he can't. Not Rap God. The glob, gulag. Just throw me in it. Anyway. So, again, players are still here. They are discussing stuff with the mods in the org channel, so figuring that one out there. Swift saying, yeah. Pally will be saying it on TikTok all over and over again. Probably. Make a rap out of it. I guess it's only right after the video that Ooga Booga made. Right? I owe them some sort of meme video. Yeah. Super Buddy in there. I think Simon be like, hello, brother. I like that. All right, so okay, looks like our mods helped out the issue in the Discord chat. So thank you for settling that, and I think we're about ready to begin. Yep. Okay, cool. So got that settled. Whatever the reasons may have been. So it looks like the confusion, or at least one of the confusion points. Uh-oh. In the middle. Anyways, one of the confusion points was just on calling timeouts and how it's done. So yeah, that is just initiated through the restart button and what have you. If there's tech issues, you can initiate that after a goal is scored. For instance, like if there's a mid-round crash, you can press the timeout button and then you reset the scores and disc position to the appropriate time. So yeah, just for future reference, that's indeed how it works. As oh, but oh, I am a lot of lost words. If we get two days in a row of these kinds of streams, I swear, I hardcore casters cursed it so much yesterday by saying, I said something about tech things, and then the rest of the games, the rest of the night were full of them. Oh boy. Anyway. I think it's because the disc was in the mid. Now, hold on, let's see. It should reset, I think. Yeah, maybe, hopefully. Please. Boom. All right, there we go. We're good. Anyway, there we go. Timeout button. Start a campaign. I really want to see that one of these days, but alas, will be a launch out here. Vortex up by the 2 points, and it will be taken here now. Simon going over to Felix, and Felix feeling it as they approach the bubble here. Now up high it goes to Damp Potato and gets the goal to go, putting him in the boiler for the tie. Nice pass, nice hit, not bad. All right. Both timeouts gone, says Swift. I mean, yeah, sure. Technically, not really. Maybe, I don't know. But all right, we're all good to go. So up high, it'll be retrieved here by Vortex. Vortex going to the tunnel clear on the right side. Now that's going to bounce back past a few different hands, a few pairs, in fact. And now in disrepair as the stuns go through. So Simon grabbing that, sending it up, and off the bounce by the Cloud, it's taken here by Luminous. Now Luminous has an open lane and claims the 3-point hit. Vortex, 5 points to 2. About halfway through this first round. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. See, Pickles and I given a follow there on the channel. Why, thank you. Enjoy the stream. Welcome to it. I'm a big fan of pickles. Am I the only one who drinks the juice right out of the jar after the pickles are gone? Because I do. Don't judge me. Not in the bubble here. Taking it back is the Stranglers. Damp Potato with the disc. Now spacing out a little bit. You can see on the station they have a pass on the bow tie. Tried to get a pass. One more over there to the pocket, but a little bit of a tough angle and far on the distance. So Vortex will be able to retrieve it, but then throwing it right back here, Simon. Getting the grab and unable to find it that clear. So tough time for Stranglers just getting it through the midfield now. So maybe some shorter passes could work out potentially. That said, I mean, they're playing some pretty good defense and they're getting some good grabs. And there is a perfect clear now right down the middle and right into the bubble and out again. So leaving some time maybe to set up for a shot, but not getting there first. So they will allow Vortex to come back here potentially on the offense. So 4 minutes, a little over that left here on the clock. Up high will be taken. At the top of the ramp, maybe. Apparently not, so Kai Dog will get the disc. Or is it K-Dog? Oh, K-Dog, over here. It's taken up high, Dog, as Damp Potato goes for a shot. Dog, but not hot, Dog, and back into the bottom of the bubble. So taking a hit here again is Damp Potato. They got a nest pass, they got a barrier, some good defense being played. The deep backliner there in the goal. And so, as we see sometimes with the deep goalies there who stay, sometimes it's good to bring them back out into the midfield, especially when you're on offense. So it gives you that reset option. You can get your offense, calm down a little bit by that spacing. But if you only have 3 players way on the offensive end, you just have fewer options to go to. So if you're cut off by the defense, it's going to be more of a struggle. So I think for Stranglers, they're playing some good D, and they're able to get it now into the side of the floor a few times. but make sure they have their options. That said, the 3-point shot, the option was there, but couldn't convert on it. So bouncing right back here. Apparently, at least according to Sphinx, the pickle thing not exactly appealing. But Princess seems to agree, maybe. I don't know. Pickle something. But in a pickle right now are the Stranglers. They're getting the grabs, but they're just the offense. They're not really able to get too many passes going and things like that. So here it is again. Like I said, their defense right online. At this point, this is where you want to see them turning around looking for boost, because just flying down towards the mid area without any boost, you're almost never going to get there first, especially if you're the ones who are defending, because, you know, typically teams will have midfielders like they did here for Vortex. So really enable them, as a shot is enabled by that great pass from Salvo. So salvaging that play, Luminous lighting up the goal, and right now 7-2 on the scoreboard, 2:18 remaining in round 1. Some nice passes there to really open it up, though, for Vortex. So Simon here, launching now. Now into the bow tie, taken here by Luminous. Luminous trying to evade a couple defenders in the midfield. A good handoff pass to Shane. Shane going up to the top ramp there, maybe just hoping for one of the teammates or a couple of the teammates to be able to boost down into it, but no one home. So Damn Potato takes it back and gets a good clear. Now Salvo does retain it though, and will still be stuck now back on this side again. Not for too long. There's Damp again, so Damp really getting the hands on a lot of these loose discs, and that's actually going to have a chance. Now hold on, holding strong is Shane. So the bounce might have been very fortuitous, but a little too slow to work its way in before that stack got back. So Luminous with that disc, another good passing play here, and still a good grab. Right back again, so to the side panel, and will be taken by Bob. Bob Kerman is working for the passes. Luminous here hitting Shane right back. Shane off the backboard, rebound, and shot not found, 404. But it's still back into the tunnel, and with these boosts, there you go, coming in from Stranglers. That's exactly what they needed. A little bit of a mishandled at first, but you see, definitely going for the boost that time, and that got them the disc first, even if only for a moment. So if they can do more of that, they'll be good to go continuing on in this round and into the second round at the very least. Shane, though, with a pass deep to the shoulder and right back to the opposite corner, anchoring around, and oh, the merry-go-round, but not merry at all, because the shot was found and saved, but a second attempt not there either. That was dangerous, so nice defense being shown, but Stranglers unable to get it going on the other side. That said, 20 seconds left. They will have time for perhaps one more score here. Perhaps. And as Luminous gets the disc, be K-Dog there as well. And on to the tunnel. 5 seconds left. One more fling. Nope, not going to happen, it looks like. So will be Vortex taking the first round, 7 points to 2. Oh, well, that's not good. Also my fault. I activated the overlay a little bit late. Apparently didn't draw. So in that case, actually, I think I could fix that manually now. Hold on. Well, I can do this. Although, you know, I got to ping the teams as well. I got to make sure that they do actually reset the times properly. Otherwise, that could be ugly. There we go. Like I said, timeout button. My goodness, I'll be so happy when we get that one day. All right. Anyway, looks like they got it taken care of. I think. Maybe. Okay. Yeah, we're good. So round 2 about to start here. Not a problem. And all right. So yeah, Sphinx saying Stranglers need to boost more. Yeah, I think just get some more boost. They got some there towards the end. I mean, their defense has been good. They've gotten a lot of saves and steals and things like that. So defensively, they're fine. The clears even after the last half, I guess. You know, first half they struggled getting some of the clears. Second half they did much better. But the problem was Vortex was recovering a lot of the time thanks to the chains, the regrabs. That said, here it goes again. The Stranglers, they were putting on more boost towards the end and getting there into the blue side of the floor more often. And there's another one. So they have a chance here to start off strong with a good passing play if they can make it. So over to the nest and down low. It actually bounced right to the awaiting hands of Felix. Felix feels it and deals it. It's 2 points. Stranglers. Very nice way to start off. All right, so with this launch, Vortex now trying to come back here with the bow tie. At the bow tie, the defense for Stranglers just on standby right now, kind of waiting for them to approach. That said, a misplay there. We'll actually get it right back for the Stranglers, maybe. Now, this is where you'd say they got to look around for the boost, and this is kind of what we were emphasizing earlier on as well. Very important. Anytime that disc is gone and more than 10 feet away from you, always turn around and look for someone to grab onto or contest, basically, and keeping up those actions per minute. That said, the Stranglers have had a very nice first minute and a half now. They've got a chance to go up by 2 goals, but Luminous goes off his body, but still right back here. Slapped down below the barrier and taken by Kai-Dog. And 3-point shot, and that was hot. 5 points on the board for Stranglers. Very good start. Only held to 2 points in the first round, the entire first 10 minutes. And lo and behold, already well exceeding their output now, doubling up on it, and then some. Just a couple minutes into round 2, so that is a really nice turnaround for the Stranglers. So see if they can continue building this into the next 7.5 minutes. All right, so up high will be taken by Vortex. It's Shane with that disc and trying to find Luminous, but Luminous was too busy with the brawls. Violence is not the answer, except sometimes in Echo Arena. But nonetheless, Damn Potato grabbing it back and sending it into the midfield. Amazing Ding saying, "Goalie Goran, where?" Right there is a pass that nearly reaches its mark. A stun coming through as well. So this will knock the disc loose to the side panel, taken back by K-Dog. K-Dog getting piled on, dog-piled by the defense, but losing it out as well. So retrieving is Felix, and dealing is Felix. And again, Stranglers are just rolling here in the second round, putting apparently the pains of the past behind them, because right now they are just in good position to keep it going, to keep it flowing. Hell dilly doodlies. Onward stream. Where? All these talks, but uh-oh. Spaghetti-o. What has occurred on the stream? Somebody, let me know. No, in any case, we'll go with it. I'm very unsure of what it was, because again, no one was gone from the game, so maybe a battery thing. I'm not sure, because also the game doesn't tell me things. You know what I'm really looking forward to, though? I want to make it happen. I want spectator comms. Okay, I want to be able to just get into the mic and talk to the players. You know, occasionally just pop in there with some in-arena commentary. No, just kidding. That'd be horrible. Might be cool though, but also horrible. But yeah, just have that booming, voice from the gods coming out of the arena to the players. So they'll just be playing and sweating, and then all of a sudden they'll hear TurboTax or something like that from the back line. Not TurboTax. Maybe Dr. Pepper if they do sponsor me. Pings seem fine. Actually, very, very, very good for a lot of these players. I'm not used to seeing too many NA players, that many with like 20 or 30 or 40. Those are some decent pings. But anyway, on that note, I'm gonna look at the Discord and see if there's anything being sent. It doesn't look like it at the moment. However, now there is a match on coming up next that will hopefully be able to get started. I mean, we'll be a little bit delayed perhaps, depending on what the reason for the delay is and if it's too long. Might have to do it like we did yesterday and move right along to the next match, which really makes me upset because I'm sorry. I didn't mean to caster's curse it, but I did so bad yesterday because ever since, it seems like every match now is having these things happen. So you can blame me. I'm going to take that L. Waffle Broth confused by what's happening? Yeah, I'm confused as well. Swift saying not paying attention to his obnoxious and genius emote usage. Well, I am now. Not sure if that's genius. It's gene related. Look like he did some. Never mind. I look like a weird science experiment. Although those arms are pretty accurate to what I actually look like in real life. That's just from sitting in this chair for the last 6 months. Anyway, on less personal notes, we got the stream continuing after some undetermined reason, and it will be taken here at the bottom lane, eventually by Felix, it looks like, grabbing that, and Salvo coming through, and Bob Kerman here trying to evade around and send it down, but Damp Potato, another grab. So clamping here. And Stranglers, hopefully for them, not too frozen by that restart, can still stay hot. Of course, Vortex, we already saw what they can do in round 1. They got 7 points in that first round to close it out against only 2 for Stranglers, but it's kind of a reversal here so far in the second, 6 minutes in. So could definitely be eyeing around 3 as the players here in the backline going for the boost, but Salvo actually doing a nice job to really delay that stack and completely open up that shot on the goal. Now it will be missed, however. Trying to tap it up is Luminous, and up in the sky now, taken by Shane, but unable to find the goal as well. So some really good attempts, but just the very tough angles off that backboard, and I feel you, because I'm the same. Backboard shots, never my thing, probably won't ever be my thing, but up high, it's Shane, and that's his thing. It rings for the 2 points. First for Vortex after about, 7 minutes of play or so. And now it truly is the inverse of what we had over in round 1, where it was 7-2 for Vortex. But now just going the other way, and Stranglers still in pretty good position despite that score. And up high now, Simon trying to roll it through the hands, actually does do so. Now the receiver on the other end also unable to wrangle that. So Bob Kerman getting the disc, sending it on a clear. And that's a pretty perfect clear at that. We'll go deep, up, and away. What happened on that play? Oh, my goodness. A 3-point hit some way, somehow. And as a result, we got ourselves a 2-point match. First of all, what a bounce that took. But second of all, I'm not sure. I mean, all the players are here, but maybe just not paying attention at the time. So whatever happened there, it happened. And now it's a very close match all of a sudden. That's going to go up into the hands here. Eventually of Shane. Shane ducking through. Shane going for a 3 and back in again. That's going to be bounced off. Oh, and unfortunately on the self shot. It happens, but that is not a good time for it to happen, certainly. And I have to once again shout out Simeon because that one going in from Simon. Let's see, Simon, I had a teammate Simeon once. I'm so tempted to add that as a player card in the pre-show, but he was known for the first couple of years of Echo as the self-goal king. So just got to shout that out. Now that is super unfortunate, but I mean, okay, you just got to put that behind you as the thing. And maybe there are some other undetermined issues at play that I'm not aware of. That could very well be the case. But, you just got to wipe it off the slate and just keep continuing on to play. A pass-off there might have had the shot opportunity, but instead we'll just back it out to the outer bubble. But yeah, for Stranglers, they've had a great second round, so they just need to refocus. And there you go. That is a great grab from Felix. And just keep in mind that, they know that they're able to score. They know because they did it in bunches to begin the round. So they do not need to worry. Just treat this match now for the last minute as 0-0, and they can still be more than fine. But at the moment, the momentum really just going the way of Vortex based off a couple unfortunate turns of events. So turning the corner and over the nest. and trying to complete this unlikely comeback very, very late. So they could take a lead here with one cross, one back, and in the lead again, 9-7. After all that time, it's Vortex back in control. And what a turnaround. Off again, some very unlikely plays. Now there's still time on the board. And Stranglers could still come through with something here. Simon's going to roll out and into the midfield, just taking a few bad bounces. So with disc control now and anything here, I mean, this could indeed be the game. So taken by Shane. Shane trying to ice it away, but unable to do so. That said, I mean, the clock itself acting as ice is one more take by Bob. Bob sending it to the side. And in, again, a kind of crazy turn of events there. Unlikely. Was Vortex coming back. And definitely got to, feel for Stranglers on that, because a couple, again, highly unusual plays, but at the same time, it's happened to everyone. Those self-goals, they will happen to players. We saw that yesterday in one of the matches. I think we saw it the day before yesterday in one of the matches. So legit, it will happen, but it's never something you like to see, and it can definitely hurt the rhythm and the flow of a team's game. And I think it kind of did, unfortunately, there for Stranglers. And again, maybe there were other issues too, because I didn't have ears in the comms and what was actually going on with some of those timeouts being taken. But nonetheless, the results are what they are, and going to take a quick look at them, but I do actually have to go for another match pretty much right now. So pardon moi, checking if I have my invites ready. Looks like I do. So, all right, there are your stats. I'm going to regather myself and go to like a brief intermission, but we'll be back in another 1 or 2 minutes for the next one, which is Real Speed versus Ragnarok. So stay tuned, ladies and gents. Waffle Broth asks everyone how their day is going. Ask how Palidore's day is going. Going well. A little bit frantic, a little bit chaotic at times, but gotta embrace it sometimes, because that's life, right? You control what you can control, and everything else you just let roll off the shoulder. Easy breezy. Beautiful cover girl. Really need to stop naming companies that aren't actually sponsoring us. Except Dr. Pepper, because I really want to speak that into existence. But nonetheless, that aside, these teams are ready to go. Real Speed, Ragnarok, coming on the stream here. Our second of this triple header of games, and it's not even our first triple header of the night, I don't think. So a lot of stuff to look forward to, but we're getting it going once again here as round one about to be underway. Quick shout out just as well to once again Ignite there, so you'll notice on these neutral jousts on the grab here, whoever does win that disc eventually. Oh no, you didn't just do that. But you know what? That kind of made things better. I'm okay. This is good. Oh my goodness. I've never, in all my years as casting here, in all my hundreds of games, I've never once seen such an obscene thing on the stream. Oh, I'm so... I would normally laugh harder, but I was guaranteed about to snort. That was amazing. Okay, round one. About to start. Where was my train of thought? Never mind, it didn't even matter. Macarena in Echo Arena, and we're starting the first round for real this time with Real Speed and Ragnarok. All right. And on the throw here, off the top, it goes back to the hands of Ragnarok. Oh boy. Never seen that before. Never again. Thunder with a disc for Ragnarok now. Slinging it over to the side. Some nice passes being wove to Lightning, but not striking. Eric Medina getting a clear right up to the top here. Now leeching off. A lot of stacks coming in, and Hot is grabbed by Very Big Boy. And getting a clear now to the mid lane through the tunnel. In fact, there's Golden J-Con losing his Joy-Con and maybe looking a little destroyed Con, but that is not a pro, that is a Con, but these are pros here. And Echo going for a deep clear and a throw into the side. Will bounce right to Gold's hands. Now Gold trying to light up the goal. Let's see from the back, tight angle, gets it nonetheless. And it's 2 points for Real Speed, real fast. And I see some pogs in the chat. In the shape of an L on my forehead. I think that's a song. We'll go along with it. Like you know I do. So launching out here is going to be taken at the nest by Thunder on this joust. First offensive joust for them. Missing the pass, however, so it's going to go into the hands of CT. CT back to the Gold in player. V Gold, back to Gold. And 8:08. Ain't that great on the clock as I go for a good pass, but the conversion not there. Still a rebound, and that will leave him hurting. That's 4 points. 2 minutes in, and Real Speed pulling ahead a little bit more. Swift saying, nah, it's an upside down 7. Ah, yes. I see that. But what does it all mean? That is a question. Waffle Broth apologizes for making an L. Palidore accepts your apology. Is this a thing now? Very Big Boy here with a disc, though. Going to take some weird bounces, and I think someone over there in the tunnel taking some weird bounces as well. But nonetheless, in position to get it, it's CT. CT has to be careful because he just got scanned. CT scanned, and yep, he got stunned out, but right back into the midst of Gold, but Gold not able to put it home. So slapped back into the midfield here. It's going to bounce right back to Eric. Now Eric trying to get it through. You got Big Boy there. Can't wait for that compilation by the end of the stream. But nonetheless, it's going to be Thunder taking it here. And intercept by Eric. Eric Medina with the 3. Look at that. Right in the top corner. That was a beautiful shot. And had to kind of do so as well. Now, playing it really tight, but you can see maybe just trying to guarantee it got through the defender about to come out of the stun. Either or. It was a good hit, and they are 7 on the board here. 6 minutes in. Or 4 minutes in, rather. Now, Hal with a disc. For better or worse, I recognize Hal from the emoji spam on Discord. You stop that. But nonetheless, good to see them in the game and get these teams streamed here, as Eric does retain it in the back line, or by their own goal, that is a save. Now, Eric working up the floor, kind of baiting out the defender. You can see wagging it in the disc there, right in front of him, kind of taunting a bit. Now, that said, a rebound there will be found by Very Big Boy on a very well-deployed shot. 7-2 now. Ragnarok putting some points on the board and forcing real speed here on the offensive joust for the first time in this first round. Waffle Broth pondering who be the cameraman. That would be me. I'm your caster, camera, Twitch, chatter, punter, rhymer, half of the timer. And Hal maybe going for some back-to-back goals here. Let's talk about the 2-time, but no, getting stunned out actually. It's Eric now diving out of the goal and maintaining. The disc, though, is Thunder. So Thunder from up above, appropriately so, dishing off to the shoulder, and right on in for the 2-point hit. Very Big Boy with a nice shot from Thunder on the assist. And it's a 3-point match. Still 5 minutes remaining. Also, thank you, Waffle Broth, for accepting my exception. Taking no exception. But over there on a deflection, it's going to be taken by the Bowtie, and J-Con up high, unable to reach the teammate, so Lightning, E-Lightning that is. Going for a boost now. You see 4 players, all for Ragnarok, able to get back, but they all kind of overshoot it a bit, so slapping it deep into the blue zone. There's the stacks again, though. They're coming in with some nice speed. Some, indeed, Thunder and Lightning, appropriate to the names. Feel like those puns are a bit of a given, though, but still. Gotta love the name synchronization. Of course, the team name, Ragnarok, so it all makes a lot of sense, I do suppose. Now, over here, it's Thunder with the disc again, just trying to get a clear, but it's going to hit that double diamond, and Eric Medina coming away with it, finding the pass immediately over to J-Con. Now J-Con over to the Bow. So 4 minutes left, up by 3, maybe up by a little more. Nope, it's going to be a stun out from Howl and CT now. Also, both of them just contesting each other. You can see, real speed. They're going for the boost. They're doing the right things here. Taking a little extra time thanks to the delayed from the brawls, but Thunder here somehow actually gets there first. Just sends it way out into the bubble, and not a lot of time to recover. CT slings it into the top pocket. Now E-Lightning with the disc, sending it right across, and a good catch here from Thunder. Some nice cross passes back to back to back, but the last one just hitting off the barrier, unfortunately for them. So will be another slap out, and there goes the boost coming through. A lot of speed indeed from Real Speed, but from Ragnarok as well. Both these teams well aware of what they need to do to get those discs, to get those loose ones. Now, that said, the disc is getting loose quite a bit the last few possessions, just exchanging the possession back and forth between these two teams. A little bit of that ping pong and those grabs and grab backs. And now a tap at that from Gold. But there you go. That's Howl and Lightning with some boosts, and you can see they're actually positioning all the way out to the back line. And maybe looking to recover here on the offense now. So CT with a shot. Oh, breaks free. And that is a very unfortunate giveaway with that goal. So maybe the comms not quite fast enough. And Real Speed will go ahead by 6 points again. The law there is saying gotta have mods on speed dial. Why? You mean in the game or in the chat? Is something happening? Why do people be crazy lately? People be going stir crazy again. I know it happens, but people must behave. Over here though, J-Con sending a clear, and that's going to bounce actually off the corner, give it a chance to the rebound. Maybe no overshoot. So the quickness there from Real Speed, but overshooting it. They'll still get the disc back, actually, and ooh, nice hit from Gold, fading away. Again, not the easiest shot when you have that reverse momentum going your way. But nonetheless, That is a score. And a restart. So, some more of that. So, I guess the law called it.
Blue team ready.
All right, so restart. I mean, blue readied up right away, so I'm imagining that was a restart by orange team. Real speed here. But not sure for what, because there weren't. Maybe it's a ping thing. I'll go check the ping. Because again, we haven't actually had like those crashes necessarily for these timeouts, but we have had timeouts for one reason or the other. Possibly that ping. I mean, nothing sticking out immediately. Ping issue obviously being if you have 150 sustained ping on average, then that's where it becomes an issue. So far, nothing too egregious. Yeah, I don't know. Sphinx asking is the reason why that blue doesn't say ready in the UI. Just a UI glitch of sorts that happens sometimes. You can see another one right there, actually. Two different players with that disc. Yeah, I'm not sure why. I've noticed that as well. With a ready up thing, it doesn't actually always show which teams are ready for some reason. But yeah, I don't know. In any case, the disc is going to be here again. Either or, they're going to go with it. So grabbing it is E Lightning. Now this round about to wind down. 2 minutes 20 seconds remaining. Swift saying next API update shows which team initiated a restart. Oh, there you go. Nice. In fact, that does ring a bell now. I remember reading that in the channel. So yeah, that sounds about right. That'll be good. That will be good. But you know what else is good? Our great sponsors. So shout out to them in ProTube VR, VR Cover, Fixed Gaming, Rebuff Reality, and VRware.net. You can bet they are there to support the community and the league. So appreciation to that. As we continue on this round. And not Dr. Pepper, not yet. But one day. One day. Of course, that'll be a Pally thing, not a VRML thing. I'm taking it all for myself. Hal here, though, taking the disc all for himself. Walking up the floor to that side wall. The pass just slightly off. Now, J-Con slapping it away before that player had come out of the stun. We'll be right up into the top corner here. Now, there's some lightly speedy players coming through. J-Con with that disc. Meanwhile, CT and Lightning just brawling each other over on the side. So, the side dish now. Delicious. But Lightning, he's vicious. Gets the clear. And now looking for maybe a leech even or a stack. But no, denied. So it's going to give some time at least for Real Speed to get that grab once again. Now into the side clear. Bouncing right and bouncing right into Gold's hands. But being bounced upon by the defense with the stuns. Still thrown out to Eric Medina in the back line. So Eric's been really all over the floor with some good positioning. Definitely noticing a lot of those loose discs seem to find the way of Eric. Now Eric, speaking of, he's right there, just past his hands, however, so Thunder is going to slap it out. 1 minute, 20 seconds remaining here in the round. And snagged by Lightning. Lightning trying for a grab on anyone, but you know what? That's almost in. Now they're going to still be there for a rebound and slinging it. It's Thunder bringing it. Now it's a 6-point deficit. About a minute left or so. Not a lot of time, but still just enough if they do act fast. So we shall see. We shall see. Swift saying sugar tax in UK, $4 grand for a pack of pepper, a pack of Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers. I don't know. Thunder here with the disc though is going to just dodge through the defense. You can see CT being bothered there by Helms trying to really just break loose and let his teammate break loose by offering those stuns. You can see even in the mid lane as I speak doing a little bit more of that, trying to brawl out. So the punches being prioritized here. E-Lightning going for the very, very deep bounce. That was almost the Supreme Buns shot. They did an accident, if you guys remember. I'm pretty sure it was an accident. Back in Season 1, maybe the week, I want to say week 9 or 10. It was towards the end. There was that Supreme Buns boot shot that totally was not intentional. That one almost happened again. Would have been the second time I've seen it, and I also would not have believed it. Nonetheless, it's 12 points here to 6. Real Speed taking this first round. After many a jousts, many a battles, many a Macarenas. But what this has been was a mighty fun game so far. So 12 to 6. Irish wristwatch. So reading the stats there for you, it's 5 points for CT, 1 assist, 1 save, 18 stuns. Eric Medina with 3 points, 1 save, 11 stuns. Gold with 4 points, 1 assist, 1 save, 1 steal, 10 stuns. And then J-Con with 1 assist and 9 stuns. For Ragnarok, he had 2 points, 1 assist there for Thunder. Very big boy with 4 points, 2 saves, 1 steal, 14 stuns. And then over for E-Lightning, 1 save, 2 steals, 17 stuns, and 14 stuns for Helm. Yeah, Irish wristwatch. It's a tough one. I don't think I can get it every time. Irish wristwatch. It's tough. What's the other one that confuses? I forgot which accent it's toughest on, but what was it purple burglar alarm, right? Remember seeing a viral video on that some time back. All right. Teams resetting the times, it looks like, so a brief delay perhaps based on that, but yeah, a really effective round from Real Speed. They showed a lot of good things going there, and I mean there was a lot of great stacks from both Real Speed and Ragnarok as a thing. It's just Real Speed was able to get a few more of those collections than Ragnarok, and of course when you come up against these two teams, any two teams who are known for speed and really good with the regrabs, that's when it does come down to the overshoots, or rather avoiding those, because yeah, if you have kind of two leveled teams there, the one single overshoot, as we often see, especially at the master tier, for instance, it's very frequent to see a single overshoot result in a goal for the other team. You're very often and badly punished for just the small mistakes. So it's always about that rhythm, right, of the speed. You get the grabs, and instead of just kind of randomly flinging and flaying your arms around, able to get the nice kind of the beat with the grab. So it's just, you know, grab, pull, grab, pull, grab, pull, grapple. Exactly. But you can get kind of a nice rhythm of things. That's how you can really be connected, you know, interlocked with your teammates. And really adjust as well. So sometimes the disc gets loose. If you always are on beat with your grabs, you have a good sense of exactly when the next pull is coming. That way, you know, when you do get to those discs sometimes on the clears that just bounce in an unexpected direction, as long as you time it with a beat, or, you know, off the beat, then you can always redirect yourselves to collect the disc even when it goes astray. So kind of, you know, advanced maneuvering tips there, if that makes sense. If not, just watch some of the top teams and mobility in the league, and you'll get what I'm saying. But yeah, nonetheless, it'll be taken here by Thunder as we start round 2. And Thunder bringing it up the floor now, looking to start off strong. You know, they still look good in the first round, despite the fact that they weren't quite able to put the point output that they wanted. I mean, they're playing it patient here. You can see the positioning good. You have top, you have bottom, you have corner. The rotation's very nice, and Thunder walks it in himself. So despite all the movement from his teammates, the defense kind of allowing Thunder just to walk it straight in. And you know what? He'll gladly take that. But I do like what they were going for. So even though they didn't need the pass at the end of the day, you can see even when Thunder started bringing it up from this anchor into the corner post, there was a player here for Ragnarok, and once he saw Thunder coming, he split off and moved over here. He rotated. That is key. You know, not bunching up, not closing out the angles and allowing the defenses to just suffocate you. So that was really excellent there from Ragnarok. That said, some good passing here from Real Speed. The positioning just as good, but diving out is Ragnarok there. Thunder not able to get the clear, however. So up top, it's CT with the disc, distributing to the nest, and putting it home right there for the 2-point tie. About a minute and a half into round 2. Irish saying, rubber baby buggy bumpers. There you go. I'm getting them today. Man, if you caught me like this last night, it was painful with a... Just don't post the ooga booga beluga thing, okay? Yeah. But anyway, Taken here by Thunder. Thunder up high from the top ramp. And going to anchor at the cloud, wait for CT to join. Gets stunned, but that's okay. The pass is already gone. To the midfield, though, it's going to be taken here. It's slapped out, actually, into the orange zone. Real speed with a chance to dive out and get that, and it will be Eric indeed. But Eric, breaking free. It's Howl, and couldn't convert on that one, so maybe a scowl from Howl. Unhappy, but I'm sure, they're going to get another attempt here and try and put it right back. Howl just waiting for it, so saying, okay, don't want to miss it twice. That said, CT trying to slice and dice with the very not nice punches. But very big boy is going to have his lunch stolen here by CT. And that's going to be cleared into the other side. Now, immediately on the boost, look at that. Both the teams almost in sync on that stack and the regrabs. And again, look at all the mobility, the movement, and they're grooving. But Thunder right there, keeping that moving as well. A nice grab from Thunder, tearing up that defense. So we'll be here. A very big boy with a disc and handing it off nicely to CT. Now a walk-in goal it looks like, but no, stopped off. The shot stopper, the show stopper, the cleanup, the mopper. It's Thunder again. Now over to the midfield. However, another rebound perhaps going to be had for Ragnarok, and that's going to, or for Real Speed rather. But let's see if they can get back. I mean, I've been super impressed with the stacks. Honestly, they've been crazy good from these teams. The defense there was crazy good from Ragnarok. The true test, however, is how they act on this side of the floor. Make sure you capitalize on that fantastic defense, because getting back-to-back stoppages like that is not easy. And we get a third one, but this time from the other side. Still another rebound yet. Is going to go right off the bounce to Howls, and a great reset. That was great. That was fantastic, in fact. You know how easy it would have been to panic in that situation, but no panic. Instead, sinking it like the Titanic. It's 4 points to 2 for Ragnarok. Hopefully that joke wasn't too soon. Anyway, that patience. So Hal did a fantastic job, right? Like, he was stunned out. That pass headed his way. He was still stunned. He grabbed it off the bounce. In most situations, any other player would just panic slap it somewhere. But whether it was Hal and his own intuition or whether it was a good communication from his team, he didn't panic. He just backed it out to the bow tie reset, and that is why the reset, the back pass, is one of the most important things that any team can incorporate into their game, because it really offers you that chance to kind of, hit the panic button, the get out of jail free card, and just say, okay, things are getting crazy. We're going to slow it down and now play our pace again. So like that from Ragnarok here, and Real Speed showed much of the same. Like I said, these teams, they both clearly know what they're doing. They're going for the right plays, absolutely. Hal getting a nice grab, and that's going to be sent right through the tunnel. So over here, it's going to be taken up maybe with an open goal walk-in. Let's see. It's going to be, nope, a grab from Eric Medina in the right place again. He's getting Mina by the moment. Great positioning from Eric throughout the course of this match, of the last 15 minutes now. There will be J-Con, though, bottom of the floor, losing the handles, but getting it right back. Now trying to work it through that blue defensive line. They do. Now the stack is there. Some good timing, but the goalie is there for the easy grab. So would have been a nice attempt had it not been for the defense already well prepared. Interlock Studios saying, hold on, I'll get back to you in a second, because hold on, that play is about to go through. Stun out, but taken out again. CT had a chance, but nice defense. Lightning, Thunder and Lightning once again. Very, very frightening. But tapped out now to the bounce. It's going to bounce right back into the rebounded hands of CT here, as well as Gold. Now they're going to grab the disc, wrangle it loose, try and spread the floor a little bit if they can, but no, just losing the disc again, the handles. So having trouble actually maintaining possession for the moment. Now it's going to still enable a recollect here for the side of Orange on Real Speed. But it's going to be taken back by Hal. So Hal going to line it up. Will be a tough drive, however, in that case, I mean, at best that was a 1 versus 3, diving into a plethora of defenders again. So a couple of misplays here perhaps, because just the heavy numbers advantage in the bubble, very, very tough to work through. So trying to wait now, this is where you want to start pushing, when you do have more of your players in the front line able to help out. Now there's the back pass, and that is what I like to see, because now they can space out some more, drag the defense out of position, and now go into the goal. That said, J-Con there with a great defensive play, denying Hal the grab thanks to the brawls. Now you can see all the chains coming through, 3 different players, but will it be in time? Maybe not, but didn't matter, because there was a A missed shot there. CT still grabs the rebound and sends it to the side. Gold now from the trench. Now up high, we have Eric Medina, and he finds a nice touch off the backboard. It's 4-4. Tied up here. Anyways, yeah, addressing what Interlock said. I just missed my son's game as well, happening during some of these streams. Not baseball, obviously, but yeah, my sons, man, they be 4-0 in the bubble now. Not to be confused with this bubble, but the NBA bubble. Happy about that. But you know, Echo VR, it is many of our favorite sports, and look at that shot of great import. Lightning. Wow, the bounce, and 7 points now to 4. I mean, yeah, people be flying around, but I think the point of emphasis here, you know, for VR esports or VR sports, for Echo VR, you know, unlike your average game, average esport, everything you do here in Echo, it's not really based on button presses for the most part. It's everything is what you're doing in real life, right? So if you see a player punching, that's exactly what they were doing in real life. You see them throwing, it's because in real life they are throwing it. If they are accurate in real life, they're accurate in the game. If they're tall and they got long arms in real life, it's going to help them here in the game. If they're running and jumping and ducking, that's going to help them in the game, although don't run at least. But anyways, to the bounce, it's going to go the way here on the grab of J-Con, finally managing to wrangle that, but not for too long, as Hal is there with another grab. Will be taken back, though, on the other side. Now Eric trying to find his teammate at the bottom of the floor, so taking it over is Gold, trying to roll over for that passing play, but off the wall. And indeed, that is exactly what this game is starting to turn into. It's getting frantic here, and the clutch situations will be taken there by Gold, and another nice back tap, but not a lot of space to maneuver through. So much congestion, which is why it's so impressive that they're still able to work some of these passes through. The shots, though, not meeting the same results, and that is the unfortunate part. The rebound, however, is there, so playing very persistent and going for that backboarded play. Maybe a rebound, no. Stunned, so could not get his own board. Instead, these stuns going through from both of these teams. Look at them. Everyone not wanting to concede a single inch, denying with those stuns before the stacks finally start to break free. But midfield, Thunder is there for the gather and needs to be careful because CT is sneaking up right behind. But very big boy has it stolen by Gold, and now another clear. 33 seconds left. A little bit less, in fact, and real speed, they need to act fast or we're going to go to a round 3. So let's see. Boosting through here and diving out of the goal will be taken by Hal. 20 seconds remaining. Now, if they can get this, what they do need to do for real speed is they need to start sending one stack to the deep end right now. There needs to be someone at that goal by that goalkeeper to contest it. Because without that, it's going to be a presumably easy save. Unable to do so, though. So, with that said, Ragnarok winning with the aftershock after losing round 1. They came back. Now the series is all evened up, 7-4. So we will be going, indeed, to that third round. Go to that score screen real quickly here. Now we do have another match scheduled, so I'm gonna address that real quick. I don't know if there are any players from what's our next match? Salty and Alpha Protocol. If you guys are here watching this stream, let me know. Definitely still would love to stream you guys. But you will be delayed about 10 minutes is all from now. So let me know, let me know. In fact, just in case you're not there, I'm still gonna go and type it in the Discord, so excuse me for just a moment. Pretty please. Clickety-clack, indeed. Sorry, I thought I muted myself, but that's okay. Don't some people enjoy the clickety-clack as in an ASMR type thing? I got the quietest keyboard possible. Them brown switches. Not aggressively, the law, not aggressively at all. It's just the, it's a mechanical keyboard, so it always sounds aggressive no matter what you do. Sorry, I thought I did mute myself, so whoops-a-daisy. In any case, round 3 is underway, so let's go. tied up at 1 apiece. Really fun to see these third rounds, and happy to see it because these two teams have actually been super competitive and really impressive, to be quite honest. Right there on the rebound, but nope, not going to be found. Gold stunned out, but taken by J-Con, now setting back to Bowtie. So CT bottom and top. Gold right on top of it again, and 30 seconds in, the first 2 points going the real speed way. Taco on Thursday saying, did I join to ASMR? No, you just joined to me clickety-clacking on my mechanical keyboard, that's all. I mean, if you did want ASMR, I guess I could try, but I don't think people really want that. Now, anyways, launching out here, it's Hal with the disc and going to drive it to the bow tie, backing it out actually to the midline now. Thunder grabbing it and gonna just gradually work it up the floor. So Thunder sending it across, a tap off from Lightning, but look at the save from Eric Medina again. Some great defense being shown from both teams. We had Thunder on one end, we have Eric on the other, we have J-Con on this one, trying to recover for one more rebounded dunk in shot from Gold. And that was great from those Golden boys. Real speed, pulling ahead by 4. On some defense, some offense, made all the sense in the world. Sphinx saying, next game we'll wait in case I'm not watching Discord. Thank you for the information. Yeah, it's appreciate that because I try to juggle as much as I can, but I mean I have a few different monitors up, about 1 billion different programs on at once, and trying to also pay attention to the Twitch chat. Life is hard as a caster. Just kidding. Just kidding. Like I always say, being a caster it's great. It's fun because what I get to do is just be a fan of the game and watch these teams compete. So it's all my pleasure up until the point where my voice gives out. That's not so much of a pleasure, but regardless of that, Thunder trying to deliver up to the nest, and Lightning with that disc. There's 7:40 still left, and there's the first 2 points hit by Lightning. Struck by Lightning. Missed opportunity there. Dang. Anyway, 4-2. Do the whole stream ASMR. You know, I have a feeling that wouldn't be too well received from at least some people, so probably not. Maybe a random pub stream one day or something, who knows. Or maybe that'll just go on my, there, that'll be what I'll make a Patreon just based purely on that. Gotta figure, how do I possibly offer anything on a Patreon? That will be it, you know. ASMR cast, by request. Just kidding, of course. So over here, Gold right on course. 6 points, favoring real speed here in the third round. And see Princess actually in the chat there, in the Discord chat that is, asking the right questions, making sure the other team is in agreement. So yes, yeah, they can take up to, by the rules, it's 15 minutes from start time. That's when you'd have to start. Now, for streamed matches, of course, we love to stream players, and generally speaking, I think players like to be streamed. So, you know, in those cases where maybe there's busy schedules or there's just delays because of timeouts like we had a couple times in this match, and the last match as well, you know, sometimes you get those little delays. And in those cases, the teams are not required to wait whatsoever, and if they need to start, they should go ahead and definitely start their matches according to schedule. But, you know, it's those cases where if they are willing to wait an extra 10 minutes or what have you, I'm happy to join and cast as soon as I can. So, anyway, on the clear out here from CT, that's going to hit high and bounce pretty close, but not quite close enough for the goal. Taking it off the floor, it's Gold, and now picking it is CT. Trying to get the shot and picking the right spot. Dead center, but still had enough juice on that one. 17 meters a second from 6 meters out. Just enough to work it through the defense. And, yep, looks like both teams agreed. Cool, cool, cool. Indeed, my trusty assistant, Sphinx, with the very distinct help. But yeah, glad to hear that they'll wait. So in that case, you know, hopefully, assuming I have an invite ready to go immediately, I'll pretty much do just a 30-second transition to the next match after this one's over, basically. So hopefully I'll find some water in there somewhere, though. CT here with a disc. We're at the halfway point of this third round. It's still close. I mean, a little bit of a buffer for real speed, granted, but not nearly enough that it can't be overcome by Ragnarok here if they just play some tight defense and put together some of those stacks slightly faster, because that's really what a lot of the time it's been a battle of. You can see again and again, every time that disc is loose, you're very often seeing 2 or 3 different stacks across these teams attempting to get back with some urgency, and they do so right here. So Hal with that disc and sending it up, but it's going to be snagged out by Eric. Another good save. Granted, it was a softer shot on that attempt, but nonetheless, every single save in a round 3 situation, that's going to be clutch. It's going to be very, very important. So taking it back is Thunder. And Thunder, rough bounce there, going to the midfield. Waffle Broth wondering if Palidore streams. Yep, just here. just here. I do have a Twitch channel, but you're unlikely to really ever see too much on there, if ever. Maybe once in a while, but during competitive play, league play, VRML, that's all on these channels. VRML 1, which you are currently on, or if you append a 2 or 3 onto that, so it says VRML 2 or 3 in the URL. That's how you get to our alternative channels when we have multiple streams going, which we currently do not, but we may in a couple hours from now, or maybe like in an hour from now, actually. So nonetheless, over here from the bottom, the edge of the bubble, very big boy being stunned out by CT. J-Con's going to grab it, send it to the midfield. Yeah, there goes the stacks again, but faster on the approach. It's going to be the orange players, but they get stuck up a little bit, but doesn't matter. What a slap. That was a beautiful shot from Eric Medina. Not easy. They had to basically improv it because they accidentally grabbed that barrier on that boost. It actually might have been on purpose just to try and redirect, but whatever the case was, the main point is they did not have a lot of time to make that work. So that was a beautiful play from Eric. Fantastic. Now up to Thunder is going to send it over to the tunnel. Hal with a lot of space, a lot of time. No one too nearby, at least initially. And once they do get nearby, well, that's when you just go to the back pass, and that's when you reset it to someone else. Now, the tough catch here will be snagged out by, looks like Eric again, of course. But getting that disc back is Thunder. Thunder, the deep pass, but denied again by Eric. Now, it was a pass attempt to Hal, but Hal was stunned out quite nicely as some more stuns go through for revenge. But you can see these teams have a very, very strong understanding that the moment that one of those stacks break free, it's going to be tough. So you see priority given to gathering their stacks, but simultaneously they're also doing a lot of stack breaking with the brawls when they can. They just do not want to give up any extra movement and space here to these teams. Nonetheless, recovering here. Down by 8 points now. They got 2 minutes left, so time starting to look not good for a comeback. Would have to be some very, very fast acting and very fast reacting here from the side of Ragnarok. So good pass, actually, but couldn't drop the shot, so tough miss there. And that will waste some more precious seconds off the clock. Excuse me. Got all the tongue twisters earlier nailed, but then I get tongue-tied on that. Weird. Anyways, Thunder with a disc. Going to roam up here to the nest. Tapping off the shot, gonna be blocked, but now dragged in by Lightning. So another fantastic denial in the goal. I mean, the goalkeeping has just been a thing to behold, quite literally. Holding on strong, but just those grabs back. I mean, that's one of the ways you see more and more often days. Offenses kind of accommodating the good defensive players is that they're already keeping in mind, okay, I'm gonna shoot this shot, but I am keeping in mind that it might be saved, so, and if it is, I'm just going to grab it right back quick. So you see that happening a lot more these days, especially at the upper levels and such, where you have so many ridiculously great goalies in this league. Offense is getting tougher and tougher to convert on. But that said, down by 6, 42 seconds left. Lightning with that disc, but the time is just something that they're missing right now. 35 seconds left, and barring some really quick and miraculous heaves, this is just about going to do it indeed. So a shot there from deep, actually, that was open, but that window now closed. That was, I think, the last chance they had at maybe making a comeback, but unfortunately now the round is done, and the series is won from the side of Real Speed on orange. But fantastic match all around. One more shot there, not going to be made. And taken here by Thunder at the very edge. But indeed, edging through with a 6-point advantage. It's Real Speed looking real good. And that's the round 3 victory. 10-4. And as I mentioned, so we'll get to the stats screen, but definitely not dwelling on this too long. So give you a look, but I am now going on mute and I'm getting to the next game. So we'll be right back. But very good game from Real Speed and Ragnarok. That was fun. All right, see, I told you it'd be a pretty quick turnaround. Might not have been in 30 seconds, but I tried. Nonetheless, we got it back. We got in the game, or in the match. The invites were well prepared. These teams, they waited, and I am elated to say that is the case. Thank you, thank you for the patience. Glad to cast. And this match as well, I'm sure glad to be seen. You know, it had a fair amount of upvotes there. Let's see, last I checked, it was 10, maybe more at this point. But yeah, people were hyped for this match, expecting a good one between these two teams. Even the connoisseur vote, when I checked it a couple hours ago, was a one vote difference at the time. Taking a look now, it's eight connoisseurs favoring Alpha Protocol to win this one, 6 favoring Team Salty, 10 hype votes overall. But yeah, there you go. So people are expecting something good, and well, I am clamoring for it. Let's see. So all right, after the slightest delay, we are back in the game. So welcome back. I'm Palidore, and the casting and the cameras. I'm in the cameras. That's right. You heard me. See, Waffle Broth. Bonjour. I won't try to pronounce the rest of that. But nonetheless, off the first joust, neutral joust going to be taken here by Ramen is good, and that it is. I mean, I guess it depends on your definition of good. Not always the most healthy thing, but it is delicious. Over here into the side wall, taken back by Burnsy for Alpha Protocol. Salty tuna fish, and dishing it to Mestic, and Mestic from that floor gonna wind around and trying to find a teammate there. So they do find Tuna, and Tuna the 2 points. Tuned up to start it off here. Team Salty on the board. The Law Dash saying, yeah, there's a speed and time joust overlay now. It's only for the neutral joust, and that's been implemented as of the last couple days here. So courtesy, as always, to Ignite for the great work. And oh my, doing some work on that. They just took it away and made the play. Now, no 3-point hit on that note, but still, points are points, and that happened in about a second flat, it felt like. Just... wow, blitzing. So Team Salty, the very efficient start to this round. First round as Alpha Protocol trying to maintain protocol and now just roll out with some ease of mind. That said, nothing easy as that shot going right off the ding, off the post, and that would have been immense. Now that said, the backboard shot going to be pinned off there by Ramen is good. Definitely needed that save. That would have been just devastating to start this game off in that fashion. So 4 points still yet for the side as it, oh my goodness gracious, Burnsy! 61-meter shot! And just like that, boom! It's a 1-point game. Wipe the sweat off the brow. No harm done. They are back in this, and they are feeling good off that. Now, those kinds of shots, full court, half court, what have you, those are the ones that are worth more than the 3 points itself. Because you're not only getting the 3 points, you are getting the mental points, the emotional points. Those ones feel good for you. They feel really bad for the other team. So on that note, I'm very interested to see how that affects this rhythm, and if we're going to see a shift. So shifting over to Christian by that rad logo. They're going to try and regain control and just wipe that one off of the slate, clean it up, and see if they can go for that passing play again. But what an interesting start to this round on the offensive side for both of these teams. Those were some very quick scores and very unlikely ones on a couple of them. But yeah, starting off hot, and Ramen is good. Gets the grab there, sends a bounce over to the tunnel. So getting clever, in fact, with those clears. That was a very nice one. Some boosted players coming through. It's still not going to be reobtained that is, but maybe yet still could happen here, but nope. The speedy stat coming through. Now they're going to sling it behind, and that will result actually in the intercept by Burnsy. So Burnsy with the pass over to the nest, just missing the hands, unfortunately, on the anchored nest player. Waffle Broth, the question is, Waffle Broth salt? That's not a question. There's no question mark in there. That's not how this works. But if it's good broth, then probably is salty, yeah. So working it up is Ramen. Ramen to Chewy. Chewy getting chewed out by Salty Tortoise. But still, look at that, wasting no time on the stacks. Getting right back into the bubble, but a lot of brawls coming in from Salty. And then whirling around is Salty. The Assaulty. And assaulting on the goal. Now, I briefly forgot, but yeah, I gotta not call them salty because there's 2 of them here on the team. Not to mention, if I say salty, it also refers to the team as a whole. So I'm going to adjust that, refer to them as tuna fish and tortoise. Call me a contortionist when it comes to the voice, because sometimes it's really mixed up. Over here, Chewy, though, trying to mix it in. And gets another shot. It's a 1-point game yet again. Back and forth. Back and forth. It's the name of this particular game, or at least this round. So we already came off that awesome match, that competitive match there that went to the 3 full rounds between Real Speed and Ragnarok. And definitely hoping for more of that here again. If we can go to more round 3s, maybe get OTs, things like that. Remember... Someone asked in the chat there, I never responded, although the chat did, asking how often you get OTs in Echo Arena. It's not common, but it's not rare either. As a shot, that would have been more than rare. That would have been well done. That would have been cooked. Right now, just trying to get the good look again. Still off the rim. So back to the hands here of Mestic, and Mestic, though, with the lost handles as he floats into the wall, and will be grabbed by Christian, so back at it once more. But yes, OTs, they do happen. I mean, in weeks 3 and 4, there were actually a lot of OTs that I did on stream. I guess, relatively speaking. I don't want to guess exact numbers, but I don't know. Estimating here is right now trying to estimate the grab, unable to do so. But just estimating, there may have been an upwards of, I don't know, 8 OTs that I streamed, that is, in week 3 and 4, as we go for another score. Burnsy from Chewy. Chewing up the defense with a really nice series of crosses. That was fast, and it had to be because the defense was pretty close by. Yeah, the law is saying Team Salty throws our bullets. And, you know, some teams they are. Sometimes it works to the benefit, sometimes not so much. It depends. I've kind of been shouting out, you know, Team Zero in the Master Division because they definitely pass some bullets, but the incredible part is a lot of the time they actually catch them. So, I mean, if you can be fast and precise, that is a super dangerous tool. Kind of reminds me of the likes of, say, like Saluna or Ender when they're shooting it, you know, right around the outer edge of the three-point zone. They put so much sauce on their shots so quick, and yet they're so accurate. That's what makes them devastating on offense, is because they can do things like that. That said, Mestic getting stunned out will be re-grabbed here from Salty Tuna Fish, and it's just going to go right back to Ramen. Waffle Broth I see the question. Why are the names changing colors? That is... one of the colors is when they're stunned. One of the colors is when they're boosting, I think. Now, which is which? As I briefly mute myself because I was choking on nothing. Which is which? Couldn't tell you. But tuna fish with a disc. Gonna sling it Frisbee style, so shout out National Agency on that one. As Mestic slings it now back to the wall. Taking it over here is Tortoise. Tortoise, the very tight pass. Now, actually could have been grabbed had Mestic not been stunned, but talk about bullets. That's exactly what that was. They are full of it. And I mean that in a good way. I mean, there's some sauce coming off of it, but like I said, that last pass was in fact precise. That clear, very precise. Gunslinger trying to look for some grabs, but actually his teammates might grab it instead. So there's Burnsy on the wall. And with two teammates now, one at the shoulder, one at the backboard. They're going to go for the back option. Now into the bottom as it bounces off the pole. So rebounded, taken back by Team Salty, and a clear just reaching Ramen instead. So undoing any damage, and now just going to gently work it around and up. Got to be careful though, as a handoff here to Gunslinger. And it's a recovery from Salty Tuna Fish. Keep doing that. Can't keep calling them Salty unless I'm referring to the team. That said, their team here looking to maybe pull ahead. If they can get this disc back, there'll be a chance at taking a lead by 1 or 2. So Tortoise going for that bottom pass, just missing on the top of the shoulder. It's Tuna Fish now. So Tuna trying to go in, but saved by Ramen. It is very good. Ramen is great. Showing the awesome defensive timing, the instincts there just to get that grab right out. That said, another slingshot there coming in from Salty Tuna. And right there, it's Mestic with some violence as they go for a backlane pass. And Salty Tortoise with the disc. Tortoise going crossover to Tuna. And Tuna now diving in, going around, going to town on the goal. It's 8-7, the lead for Team Salty. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Oh, I was about to say, pardon the silence, because just trying to take a sip of water. But now because of this timeout, I definitely can. 1 second. Well, we got water up my nose. Don't ask how I managed that.
We were having a couple difficulties with one of our players having...
But that's uncomfortable. Anyway, as I try to recover and not drown myself, yeah, we got ourselves, let's see, 8, what was it? I gotta check the scores. Got a timeout, I mean 5 minutes on the clock. 7 to 6? Oh yeah, 8 to 6 for Team Salty. The score was on 45 seconds, so as far as when the timeout was hit, few seconds after that and such, but yes. Wow, I'm drowning right now. I waterboarded myself, chat. How'd that happen? Feel like I just took a swim.
No, she didn't
Anyway.
get kicked out. It's just something
Yeah,
that
8 to
went
7. That's correct. 1 point lead for Team Salty as this round is just about closed. I mean, it's crunch time at this point. But yeah, see you guys there. See Grumpy again stopping by in the chat. Grump Dash and the Law Dash, the Law _ Dash. See K-Dog. Oh, and that's there's a player we saw in the stream earlier. So just to make sure I got it right, is it K-Dog or is it Kai-Dog? Let me know. I try to get those things right.
Here, I got you.
I went with K-Dog because, you know, I was like, okay, dog, but maybe it's Kai. And if I'm wrong, definitely correct me on that, so I'm not mistaken when I cast you guys next time and all season. Never liked doing that. True story. I called Grumpiest Broom. I called him Grumpiest Broom for the longest time. It was weird. And then he corrected me one day. And I was like, oh, that makes sense. K-Dog. Cool. All right. We're good. I'm good. I got it. See, the instincts, they paid off. I took the safe bet and thinking, I mean, basically my brain defaulted to the pun, right? Like, K-Dog. It's so I defaulted to the word association, and I thought, yeah, that's definitely what he meant because it sounds clever. So
Okay.
it worked out. It worked out. See,
Okay, are you in the party or no?
Feeder in there cheering on Burnsy. Well, they're going to try and come back here. They have about 35 seconds, 35 to 45 seconds after this timeout is expired left in this first round. So Alpha Protocol, they do have a chance to get back on the offense and maybe take that late lead, game winner potentially. I mean, we've seen it a couple times this last week. There were at least 2 or 3 matches over the past 7 days or so that I can recall anyways that I've streamed with these big game winners at the buzzer essentially. So always love to see those when they happen. But yeah, and yes, correct to recycled meme. Those chat already kind of answering it for you, but yeah, those in spectator view, the numbers you see are basically the jersey numbers, of the teams. So they choose those in the the customization room of the lobby. And yeah, so just kind of jersey numbers of sorts. I know that confuses some people from time to time, so maybe I don't know,
Yeah, that was pretty much it.
put a little tag on the overlays by them one of these days.
Yeah,
just a
while you
small
guys
one.
Had one of your members
That
kinda
says, like,
break out
number or
something. What if our member
something like
wasn't
that. I'm
able
not
to
sure.
hear? So we were like,
Maybe I'm
"Alright,
thinking
this
too
is
hard.
a chance."
In any case, yeah, great game so far, for sure. This is following already what was a great game. On that last stream between Real Speed and Ragnarok, exciting match that was. Went to the 3 rounds as well. J-Con asking, where's the Palidore? It is gone. That was the Palidore was in the old Echo lobby. The current lobby that you guys launch into when you start up the game, that's been around for, I don't know, a year and a half now, maybe even 2 years. It's been a while. I can't remember exactly when it was implemented. I want to say it was like spring 2019, maybe, but yeah, the old lobby. It was a much smaller, humble lobby. That's where the Palidore was, and well, now it's just a distant memory and a slide on the pre-show.
Blue team ready.
Princess says it was in the better lobby. Well, but see, is the old lobby now? See, I agree because I'm nostalgic, but at the same time, was it better because of the nostalgia, or was it better just objectively? You know, that's the question. But anyway, launch out here. We got 30 seconds left, and back into the game now. So Alpha Protocol, on that note, they are here in emergency mode, trying to work it through, but turn over to Tortoise. So Tortoise playing it fast, shooting that shot could have been dangerous. Had that been intercepted, still might be yet. So giving them a chance now. It's going to be a deep, deep heave into the back line and trying to collect that fast. Now there is one player near that goal and going to be flung. Nope, instead the bell gets rung. So Salty Tuna Fish with the most important stun and steal there of that round. As we do get, in fact, one more fling, maybe? No, couldn't get it off in time, but would have been difficult just the same. Nonetheless, the 1 point narrow win for Team Salty in the first round. Man, that was right after that timeout. Had to get right back into the excitement, didn't we? It was that was compressed excitement. Suddenly, I was just talking conversationally with you all, and then suddenly, boom, 30 seconds, close game. But yeah, fun round. We'll go to the stats there. The teams setting the times appropriately now and doing all that good stuff. So, all right. We're going to be off to the next round pretty shortly here, I imagine. There you go. So immediate readies up and shortened intermission, but that's fine with me. Let's go. And again, for those who might have missed it the first time, you can take a look at it now as well. The neutral joust. Once the teams finish out the joust here, you'll see right below the team names at the top there. You can see their joust timings and their speed to get a read on those stats, courtesy of Ignite. That said, a headbutt coming through mighty fast. With that disc, and even had a chance to go in. We've seen that happen on rare occasion. But over here, Mestic from the bottom of the floor, a soft pass to Salty Tortoise, and gets it perfectly there in the goal. 2 points, only 13 seconds in to round 2. That was a blazing start, without a doubt. Sphinx saying, saw a video of the old lobby, it looked cooler. Well, again, see, on one hand I agree, but to play the devil's advocate twice now, is it because it's different? Or because it's actually better? I don't know. I do miss it at times, though. But, you know, right now the shot being missed because of the nice save, I think, off the head. There's 4 different players in there. Yeah, the old lobby, the thing is, the old lobby is much more, you know, condensed in that sense. But there's a lot more to do in the current lobby also. I mean, I don't know, if you can get like a mishmash of the two, that would be cool. But either or, yep, we're going back to the other side of the floor. You gotta remember, the old lobby too, that was before we had Echo Combat in the mix, so all it did have to accommodate was also Arena. But don't get me wrong, I miss it. I do miss it. It'd be cool for one of these events one of these days, maybe like next April Fools. They just patch in the old lobby somehow for a day. Let me revisit the old Palidore. Anyway, some disarray kind of unfolding here. A bit of ping-pong play. Neither team maintaining heavy control. That said, that's a really nice slap that's eventually going to reach Ramen. Now, Ramen getting it over to Gunslinger, and Gunslinger too strong. Kind of a zinger right past the fingers, but tapping off, and the shot dropped on a exposed goal. Burnsy. There you go for the viewer cheering on Burnsy just a few minutes ago. Burnsy did you proud to tie it up here 2 minutes into the second round. Have any of you seen the old arena? And by that I mean the pre-launch, pre-beta arena. We never actually got to play in it, but like the first trailer for Echo Arena, the very first trailer, one of the first trailers. If you go watch that somewhere, you'll notice in the midfield, ridiculously big. I don't even know what you call it. Island, donut, geo. I mean, the thing is, it took up the entire mid area right here. There was like a little hole in it, if I recall correctly. But yeah, no space in that initial build, and never got to play in it, but that would have been interesting to at least try. And for that matter, it would have made clears just about impossible down middle. But regardless of that, Salty Tortoise here with a disc, and it's tied up at 2 apiece. Thunder Ragnarok stopping by with the Twitch Prime there. 2 months, thank you so much, and GG's just a while ago. Very, very fun to watch. And now redirecting to watch these two teams, it's Tuna Fish looking to get the assist, perhaps, but off the fingertips. Burnsy taking that away, but having it bounce off actually the Geo, so a mishandling, and again, the pile-ups forming and kind of unraveling here, causing some disc array. But Tortoise roaming up the floor and kind of passing between the two teammates he had there, so couldn't quite decide where to go perhaps, but still tied up game here, and with the discs trying to maybe slow it down a little bit is Burnsy if they can, or at least give some time for Stacks to get through. I think, you know, in the context of this match right now, because of how frantic it is, I know I say it a lot, but this is where really the slowdown comes in handy. You know, if you have a full 1 or 2 minutes where it's just kind of back and forth hot potato with the possessions, that's when you want to space out and find a back pass. That way you can calm it down and then, you know, just find some better spacing. That way it's not just kind of endless pile-ups. I mean, that is to say, nothing wrong with a good old scrum, but just the problem with the pile-ups is it's very hard to guarantee anything. You know, it's really just a bunch of 50-50s, pile after pile, where if you can just get a well-positioned pass somewhere, it'll usually buy you some better opportunities. But that said, I like a good old scrum from time to time, and that's exactly what's happening here. There's a lot of punches happening. Just getting knocked loose time and time again. Now it's going to float over to the orange side here, near that bubble. You already have one player in goal here. It's Burnsy just making sure it's covered. And then you can see appropriately there, once it's cleared, you can see the intention. They were about to go for the boost. Of course, the recovery from Mestic, so they stay in position. But I like to see that from teams. Again, keeping up those actions per minute, not wasting any time, just disc watching, right? You know, they say that a lot in other sports, and of course going back to basketball since that's the one I watch, but you know, they emphasize how you never want to be caught ball watching, right? Because that's the moment that an offense will blow by you. So always keeping up those actions per minute, realizing that, hey, the moment that disc is gone, so are we. In other words, so is our stack. We're gone. We're chasing it. We're getting the speed. We're doing something productive. Now, that said, over to the midfield, it will still be just a absolute battle of attrition here. Kind of a, I'm not sure I'd call it a chess match, but a checkers match, because there's a lot of punches and indeed just a lot of back and forth action happening. These teams unable to get much going. So this point here, we have some time. You can see one of the stacks well prepared, but the clear, unfortunately, not there. And I think it's just a continuation here of the mental disarray, because and when those rhythms get off beats, well, you know what? Sometimes you get handed defeat. But Ramen not being defeated at all, and he is bombing right now with all of those saves. He's had a few of them today, looking good on the defensive end, going up again, and then off, just barely grazing that pole. Hitting the hands here in the stride of Burnsy. Burnsy going up high. And now there's the stacks coming on through. A goal is open, but the shot's going to be closed off now as the punches get dealt. So there we go. It's cleared. It's boosted. And once more, maybe an open goal opportunity. Will they get it here? Finally, looks like it's the case. Only unfortunate thing is they got a 2 out of it, where they probably had time for a 3. But you know what? I wouldn't complain too much. I'm not even criticizing, because after 4.5 minutes of just all kinds of chaos, you're really happy to see any shot go in. So I would be more than okay with those 2 points regardless. So maybe we're going to see a quicker goal here, because actually that would have been in had there not been a goalkeeper there. But I say it a lot. A lot of the time when you get these long droughts, once the first goal goes in, usually the next one happens a lot quicker. That said, maybe I just caster's curse it. Who knows? Maybe not. Over there, 2 players against 1, but overshooting the disc, so enables that stack for Team Salty to get it back. Rebound in the back end, though, for Alpha Protocol. And having it lost to Salty Tuna Fish as well as Mestic. Now, Mestic going to chase that down, try and find that rebound. A little off the stride, unfortunately. Took some weird rolls there. But let's still get the disc back, it looks like. Maybe, possibly, take it back. So again, some more of that chaos about to unfold. Just looking for a little bit of disc control if they can for Team Salty. They're going to be stunned there at the bottom of the ramp, though. And now sending it right back out was Gunslinger. So that's going to be taken by the boosted Salty Tuna Fish, and looking for that clear as well. Now 2 minutes left, pretty low scoring second round. That first round was 8-7. Came down to quite literally just the last seconds, the last 30 seconds or so of that match. And this one looks like much the same, just a bit lower on the scoring end of things. Right there, had some time to maybe find a back pass, but unfortunately giving it away, so hoping they won't pay, and indeed, undoing any mistakes there. It's Tortoise sending it away immediately on the boost now. They can be careful not to overshoot this. They might have a chance, but no, once again. So a lot of clears and a lot of boosts, most definitely. And will it buy themselves the 2-point shot? Most definitely. Tied up. 4-4, 120 left in round 2. So about, what, minute and 50 seconds off of that joust. And because of this pace, the last 5 minutes of this match now, the next score could very well be the game ender, the round winner, that is to say. So nice cross pass here to Tuna Fish. Unable to find a connection to Tortoise, though. Burnsy taking that disc, and it's going to be grabbed by Chewy. Chewy gets it through-y. And now the boost, but right back to Blue. And now the disc let loose and could be dangerous. Again, any shot here is just going to be supremely devastating, but so are the misses. So getting it here on the rebound, a good pass, handing it off, but look at that, stolen out with the save there from Ramen is good. The clutchest of grabs here late in the final minute. Now that was immense. Right now, the players, it's intense. The plays right there for days. Ramen is good in a defensive craze. Going up to the top pocket once again, but Salty Tuna Fish getting it back. 10 seconds left. Can their defense hold strong, hold steady? Right now, one more pass up high from the sky. Getting by it, Salty Tortoise. Getting it through for the win here in the round. What a game. What a series. And what a heartbreaker for Alpha Protocol at that. That is Those were some amazing saves. I mean, the clutchest of saves you could ever get from Ramen is Good. That was incredible. And even more heartbreaking, though, is the fact that Team Salty, they just got the rebound over and over and over, and then they got the goal. Oh, that hurts. That hurts them, but Salty is going to be happy for that win, and they earned it, absolutely. That was an incredible finish to that game. Incredible finish.
You guys are like really good.
Good to hear the good sportsmanship also. Almost forgot I had the comms unmuted, but
Oh yeah.
thus far I haven't regretted it.
5 seconds.
I may regret it in a second.
Dude, you were so good.
Oh my.
No, guess not. No, this is good. I like to hear the good sportsmanship. Anyway, wow, what a finish though. Exciting games. I mean, the only way that could have been maybe better was an OT, but like I said, I'm not complaining. Those game winners. I mean, what did I say just a few minutes back, right? I think in the end of the first round, we already had a few game-winning shots at the buzzer just about this past week or so. So I'm happy that we just got to add another one to it. Those ones are always so fun. Get me all excited and shaky. Man. Yeah, Cubal's in the chat there saying, oh man, the final 30 seconds, right? I'm reeling from that. Yeah, it's the huge saves, but then that huge shot. Amazing job, amazing game. Only a shame that it couldn't go to 3 rounds, but that was supremely entertaining without a doubt. So great job from these teams showing up today. Team Salty, though, came away with a win. It's 8-7 in that first round, 6-4. Obviously off of that last-second score in the second round. That was a lot of seconds I just said there. But anyways, Salty Tortoise, though, 6 points, 1 assist, 30 stuns. You had Salty Tuna Fish with 8 points, 1 assist, 1 save, 1 steal, 47 stuns. For Mr. Christian, it was 2 saves, 4 stuns. And for Mestic, 2 assists, 2 saves, 1 steal, 19 stuns. Over the side of Alpha Protocol, it was 7 points there for Burnsy and 1 assist, 4 saves, 19 stuns. Chewy with 4 points, 1 assist, 1 save, 2 steals, 32 stuns. And then for Ramen is Good, 6. Again, more than good, more than great. Phenomenal saves, especially. I know I'm raving over it maybe a little too much, but I don't care. Deserves it. And 4 stuns. And then the Gunslinger with 1 save and 24 stuns. Very well done to both of these teams, putting on a show and showing, again, that progression over the course of the weeks here in VRML. Good stream. Good teams. Chat, you're pretty good too. I like you guys. Wait a minute. Okay, just making sure. I know we just had Team Salty here. I don't want to see Salty chat though. There's a different place for that. Just make sure. But yeah, that was hot. Gunslinger in the chat there saying, GG, I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. I'm exhausted. In a good way though. Schlart saying I missed it. You missed something. You missed something pretty good. But yeah, good games. Very good games. We're gonna have more streams here coming up very soon. Had some delays today with the timeouts and things like that. And appreciate these 2 teams here, by the way. Again, Alpha Protocol and Team Salty for waiting, especially considering how competitive that game was, and especially that last minute of play was fun. Appreciate them waiting. Glad we got to stream them. And now I just got to readjust for the next triple header, I think, of games. Oh boy, will Palidore make it? Stay tuned and find out here in VRML Channel 1. TurboTax. I don't know. All right, I think I'm going to end this stream, but we'll be back on this channel mainly because I need to kind of organize a couple casters and or cameraman to see if we can work something out for multiple channels. Maybe, hopefully, fingers crossed. I'm not positive. Trying to kind of look through the schedule right now, but like I said, I was hoping I'd have a little bit more time than I do since all the matches are starting soon. But yeah, all right. Also, you know how it goes, the law. I can't do it based on requests. We can do it based on hype votes and things like that. But if I could cast 3 teams at once, believe me, I would. I don't actually know what I have written on the schedule exactly, but I'm trying to look right now. Oh, and by the way, thank you for the thank you for the Twitch Prime. 2 months to the law. Thank you so much in the clutch. All right, yeah, so definitely ending the stream, but it's liable to be back online in like the next few minutes. So stay tuned. We're gonna have some matches. I just couldn't quite tell you what, but we'll BRB.